difficult for me to put things in context, which then relates to the hypersensitivity because of this massive wash of emotions. And again, I think that another big part of the breakdown was my having to suppress my mannerisms, my hand gestures, my vocal tone, my facial expressions, and had to, in effect, turn myself into a psychopath in order to, just be able to sit absolutely silently for the entire workday and not moving. I literally sat in a gray fabric box staring at the walls, and the grayness was another, contributing factor to depression, where modern offices can actually do a lot for mental health, and a lot of that is actually creating a visually novel and color-pleasing tones and just to keep the brain from being bored and stimulated, and keep people creative and in an emotionally positive mindset. And it just seems to me that a lot of times when the interpersonal conflicts end up happening, it's partly because people don't have enough to do, or what they do have to do is so we're in the digital information age. Offices are almost completely obsolete, and keeping to a factory production line kind of work schedules is, not going to be the way that people who are younger generations are wanting to work. And that needs to be accounted for in business plans, and I think a big part of this is the generation gap that exists of non-comprehension and understanding. I actually found it it actually hit me quite hard that the age difference when, talking to 20-something-year-olds in the office and not having any idea about who the pop culture references were that they were talking about, and really getting the sense of the priorities of each generation. It's, we see what the older generations have done, and, part of my brain, I just keep thinking about this comedian I saw a long time ago when Ronald Reagan was president, that his grandfather was the same age as Reagan, and they didn't let him touch the remote control to the TV, and yet Reagan's got access to the button. Alright, I was going to do a video where I just actually communicated through all the pop culture references like I do on Facebook, but I'm actually feeling a lot more comfortable talking now, so I don't know actually how long this video actually is, so it might be a 1 or 2-parter, but I'm actually going to upload this as a raw file, and I'm not going to edit it, partly because I need to play it back to know what I said and to hear my patter, because I'm continuing to jump around in topics, although I do have a sense of everything I said being on, because I have this physical prop to remind me what I actually wanted to talk about. And then all of the sidebars and asides were all related back to this main theme. Whereas I find conversationally I have it difficult to get to the point where I'm making, because I need to my lack of confidence in my ability to just express what I want to, and my storytelling, sometimes I have a sense of where I want to go, and I'm working through it too, and so it's sort of live time. There's a stream of consciousness writing, and then there's a planned, constructed writing, and those are also very different things. And yeah, I'm actually not confident that this is even interesting anymore, so okay.